What's going on, everyone? My name's Boyd and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Zeus. His name is Skady. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is Moore. The map is painted desert. This is a best of three, and Moore is trolling. Big troll. I haven't seen Moore play Odin once in this series. He is a mono Oranos player, and he's deciding that Oranos is not good enough to go up against Skady's Zeus here. And on Painted Desert as well, you can get completely stuffed. You can get completely stuffed by this gold mine on Painted Desert. And Athena here is so very, very strong. And Skady gets the perfect hunt spawn. You can get some really rubbish hunt spawns like one zebra, one rhinoceros, which is only 700 food. If you have 900 food or 1000 food, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but 900 food on this spawn here, on this first spawn, you can do a 415 advance time very, very consistently, very easily, while getting out enough. Like, you get an instant Jason Odysseus, you get an instant Military Academy archery range, you get perfectly producing units, and you can hit full population by 9 minutes if you don't lose any units. It's crazy big. And we'll see if Skady goes for some sort of a variant on that. You don't need to come over and eat this hunt. You want to eat that a little bit later. Finish this all off first. But it is looking like Skady's going up here onto these gazelle. No problems. It's just going to delay it just a little bit. And then this gold mine is exposed completely. And it's looking like maybe Moore thought that Skady was going to go Oranos on this map. But Oranos versus Oranos is probably still a better matchup for Moore than Odin Oranos. I think Moore feels like Odin is just way too strong. Or maybe he was trying to go Odin to play against Skady's Odin. Like, Skady is one of those players who can play all 12 gods at a very high level, so it's really hard to counter civ him. But he does go for the Odin here, and Moore's in trouble. Moore is in trouble. He needs to throw down his temple, gets the next stage. He's putting the temple right next to his town center. Do like this one. It's not going to be able to get killed off. It's going to allow him to hold on to this town center for quite a while. The question is, how is he going to defend against this gold mine? And is Skady going to go Athena here? Is the other question. Skady can simply just go Hermes. It's not a bad god power choice on this map either. Though, has he seen the map? Well, he has seen the gold mine. There's no way he doesn't go Athena here, seeing that gold mine there. But he could go. If you don't see the gold mine, if the gold mine is back here, you can go Hermes, because it's really hard to wall this map in against those centaur. You cannot eat this hunt. You cannot eat this hunt. And we do see that, not only that, Moore did not go for his side hunt first. Something we've been seeing Odin players do is going for their second hunt first. So they make a little risky move in this tournament on these sorts of maps, and they send their villagers over here onto the sides first. Like, if this was a marsh or a painted desert, you send the villagers over and you veto that one. So this may be the second game in this series, if that's something that Moore tried to do and he's not risking this one. We are seeing the Hermes from Skady. So no Athena. Very sad, but going for the safe Hermes. No, it's still whatever it is. It is what it is. Skady's very good with those centaur. Very high skill unit to be using, and his micro is very, very strong. So we'll see what Moore can do. Throwing out, making some of those Hersa. The Catastropus does check everything out again. Got a relic over here with the scales of Catoplopas. And that's it. Is there a Jason holding a relic somewhere? Team? Oh, Moore's got the wall hit points. The wall hit point relic. There it is. Those walls are going to be very, very buff. And look at them, 720 HP. Skady does hit the classical age through Hermes. Going to get that instant Sylvan Lore here. Not getting out an instant Odysseus though. Maybe didn't have enough resources for it. We'll see if he just goes for Hoplite Centaur here. It's very difficult to defend against the Hoplite Centaur. The Centaur pick off all those throwing action, plus all of those raiding cavalry very, very easily. And we've got more starting to build some raiding cavalry now. And still eating the zebra over here, the Herser. Catil Grimbeard. I almost said bread there. Catil Grimbeard. And this is the Centaur that's running in here now. Centaur Polemark has come through, or Sylvan Law has come through. So these are some speedy Centaur. Gonna be doing some damage into the Gatherers. Alt S was used on them though. Almost able to pick this Gatherer off, and now the Herser coming in here to push this one back. And there's the double. Oh, stables? Not sure about the stables. Not because, not that it's not going to work, but I just don't understand it, because Norse has no... There's a bolt from Skady, but Norse has no archers, so making Hippocon here just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, they are faster, but yeah, they're normally going to be running around with the hoplites, but maybe there's not enough food or something. He wants to get a bit cheaper unit on the food cost, 40 food. They are strong as well. Now the hoplite moving in, start bashing forward through this wall. Centaur pulling away. Centaur moving over here. There are Herser already here. And some throwing axemen are getting built out. Skady's Centaur getting chased away here. The Herser trying to get in front of them, but they're not able to do so. Now Skady able to push through this wooden wall that's not being protected at all. No units over here. Very free wooden wall destruction. The relic coming in. Fairly helpful though, as this wall will stay up for just a little bit longer. Now Hippocon coming in to help out the Centaur in the back, and be able to snipe this throwing axeman. Skady wastes no time with that one going after him. Almost picking him off, does finish him off. There is the watchtowers, but there's not really that much space here. Now he's going to move over onto this large gold mine. Skady's going to predict this, probably move his units already over there. And he is looking like he's doing that while the Centaur over here is sniping another. Throwing axeman does not quite get it. That throwing axeman will be regenerating a little bit. Now the units moving up onto this location here. We see the Centaur pushing onto these villages. Here's more Herser coming over onto this location. Skady pulling his Centaur back. And Skady's army spots these dwarves pulling back into their main location here. I'm probably going to snipe this dwarf. Does not get the surround. He almost did. Just didn't click the attack button. And be retreating through these forests here. There's a couple of spots where it's open here. Like here, I think. So you can just run through there nice and safely. And now Skady coming in. Looking to hit these dwarves yet again. But the Herser are here. Needs to micro these ones back, not paying attention. Almost losing this Centaur, does retreat away. The Herser are going to be very close to falling. And now Skady pushes off this hunt here as well right now, as more units are getting picked off by Skady. More units just not being able to be controlled very well. Centaur's going after the dwarves while this is all going on. And Skady trying or retreating pretty well at this point. However, the Herser almost picking off another Centaur, living with 2 HP. That's 2 HP that could live for a very long time. Going after that ox cart now. Or no, going after more dwarves, I guess. And the dwarves getting pulled back. May make a bolt for it over onto this gold mine here. There are still goat in the back here for more to be grabbing. But now he has to jump onto that palm tree instead of gold mines. How much gold does he have in the bank? He's got 219, 62 population. 285. Forest Fire does get cast over here. Is raiding cavalry trying to pick off some villages. Will pick off one. Looks like gets one there. The other one will retreat into the town center. No problems there. However, raiding cavalry get a little bit of a win there, as Skady is still preventing more from doing anything here. Now he's got enough Centaur that he can just run and snipe villages and run out. So this wood line here is not safe at all. We'll see if that's where he goes. There's only 3 raiding cavalry here, and there's plenty of villages over on this hunt here to defend against 3 raiding cavalry doing that. Now there's the Centaur coming. Oh, the tower does snipe one of those low HP Centaur, but one villager does fall there to the Centaur raids of Skady coming in onto this location now, going after another villager. Just getting some chip damage. No, picks it off. 2 shots from each of those Centaur there. Enough. Another Dwarf getting picked off there. While this is all going on, Centaur sitting right next to her, so probably could have taken a half HP in that time there. Skady pulls back nicely, nice and preemptively. We've got a couple of units already over onto this food situation here to defend against Moore, who is chilling just outside of line of sight, or in line of sight here. As he moves in, pushing these raiding cavalry away. And Skady now pushing back in onto these units here. As Moore's retreating, Centaur picking these units off and chilling up on this hunt over here. Villagers retreating into the town center yet again, and Skady is just so far in front right now. Not advancing to the next stage, picks off an ox cart there, pulls back yet again. So many Centaur out, and there's just nothing at all that Moore can do right now. He is moving over onto this hunt over here, and Skady spots it instantly. He's on top of that hunt there. And moving over here, realizing that that's potentially where the gold could be gathered from. We do see the Hersa over here already, going to snipe one of those. Ulfsark before retreating away. The Hersa not doing anything. The army of Skady moving over here will allow Moore back onto this gold mine while he's over here. Also, see if he recognizes that. We'll lose a couple of villagers here. There's lots of low HP villagers. We see the low one dying there before the Centaur move away. Nice marker from Skady. Choosing to pick that one off now. Picking off the wall as well before he moves in here. Picks off another villager there. Another low HP villager. And Skady now ready to push in. The throwing axeman do a lot of damage here. However, Moore decides in this moment that he's not going to be able to defend against this push. GG, well played by Skady. It was inevitable with this gold mine on this map. Picking Norse on this map is a very, very poor decision, and not vetoing it is also very, very difficult. However, the way to play around this one is to great hunt your goat, get as many goat as you possibly can, eat that hunt out on your second hunt first, if you can. So you send your Ulfsark out one way, you send your villagers out the other way, and you just take the loss if you have it. If you don't find it, but there's generally hunt on both sides of the map. Sometimes you can get all the hunt on one side, but you do have to kind of go like that. And then after that, you just make throw an axeman. You don't make any raiding cavalry. Throw an axeman. Try and get to the heroic edge as fast as you can through Skady and defend like that. Very hard to deal with this though. Nice play from Skady, taking this win. Moving to game number 2 very shortly. If you guys enjoying the content, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next game.